You are watching Big Bonker Boy News. Alright, for anybody who knows of the original Texas arc, it's time to rejoice, boys, because the Texas arc sequel is dropping. This is something that I was talking about earlier a couple episodes back. We are finally getting a sequel to the second big arc that was ever created. And as you can see, it's going to take place in the DFW area, specifically Dallas. As a quick little recap, the very first Texas arc mainly took place in San Antonio, which actually had a really cool tower population despite what I was told. And then for like the final few days, we stayed at the Corpus Christi area, and that's where I filmed the tower with the FS06 and stuff. That was really cool. During the first arc, the whole DFW area was just a minor part of the arc. During the car ride down there, we went through Dallas, and then the car ride back home, we went through Fort Worth. It was perfect. It was awesome. But I think it's time for just the whole DFW area in general to just have a little spotlight, you know? We're going to be down in Dallas for about like at least 3 days. Not a full 3 days, but like 2 days or something, and then a half day maybe. I'm not too sure about the dates, but we are just going there for a quick concert, so I believe we're going to drive there, stay the night there the rest of the night, and then we're going to go to the concert for that one full day, and then right after we're going to take off back home. I think that's the game plan here. So unlike the first Texas arc, which took place in like, 7 or so days, this here is going to be about a total of 3-ish days, I guess you can say. But I'm going to do a little something weird before we actually get on the road to Dallas. We're going to go to St. Louis for 2 nights to see a Savannah Bananas baseball game, or I mean 2 of them. So of course we'll have to make the drive there and then the drive back. So I don't know if this is going to be an unpopular decision, but I'm going to include a little bit of St. Louis at the very beginning of this new Texas arc. And then after that we're going to head back and make our way through the Springfield path and beyond, and then we're not going to go down to Tulsa and Oklahoma City, unfortunately. We're going to just like stay at the side here, I believe, because it's quicker. So this blue path here, I think this here is the path that we are going to end up taking, which as you see, it does not go through Oklahoma City. This alternative path goes through Tulsa at least, but over here on the shortest path here, it skips all of that and goes straight to the DFW area. And I believe that's the path we're going to be taking. It looks like it's going to be an 8-hour drive, or technically a 9-hour drive because the drive from St. Louis. If y'all remember, I did a little series with a couple of other creators called the DFW series. I just looked at a bunch of random towers in the DFW area. Well, a few of those towers are most likely going to make an appearance. I mean, the stuff in Dallas, that will. And other towers outside of Dallas are going to make a quick appearance. Alright, so the hotel we're going to be staying at during the trip, it looks like it's going to have some sort of balcony, so I'm going to be able to see all the towers in downtown Dallas, and maybe beyond. I know there is one TV tower that I hope I'm able to see, but it is all the way in Fort Worth, which is not too far away from Dallas, as you saw earlier, but it's a tower. It's going to look small from that distance. That was an awkward pause. And for my washer enthusiasts who may be watching this video right now, I don't know what washers and dryers this place has. It might not even have one because I looked at the pictures of this place and it looked like a more fancy hotel. And these fancy hotels usually don't have a laundry room, unfortunately. Oh, and I think that that wasn't a balcony that I was talking about earlier. I think this parking garage is what I was actually referring to earlier as the balcony. So yeah, the washer and dryer part is a mystery. There are no pictures that I can see of, so hopefully it's like a Speed Queen top loader or a direct drive or something. Hopefully it's not going to be a front loader, because I generally find most front loaders to be pretty boring, honestly. So yeah, there's that. A full-on sequel to the Texas arc. The Oklahoma arc from 2024, last May, that was the closest we ever got to a well, not exactly, but it's one of the closest we've got to a sequel to the Texas arc. And I also during the flight to Arizona, for whatever reason, the plane had to stop it at the Dallas airport for a little bit, so I got to film some towers down there very briefly. But now it's getting a full-on sequel. I've been waiting for this for a long time. So there it is, folks. Starting tomorrow, the Texas Arc DFW will premiere once and for all. Oh yeah, I'm also making this video on the absolute last day before the trip. Why, you might ask? Because I am a chronic procrastinator. And then sometime after this, hopefully we can get a Florida sequel. I have a really clever sequel title that I completely stole from Fast and Furious for the Florida arc sequel. So there's that. The first big arc of 2025 was the Tennessee arc, aka the Nashville arc, because that's what I used to call it at least. And then we got the third Indiana arc as the second entry of 2025. This is our third. And if you're wondering what the fourth one after this is going to be, stay tuned, folks. There it is. Stay tuned in September. See ya, folks. The New York arc in September.
You are watching Big Bonker Boi News.